taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pascal Benning, representing. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what up, God? You know what it is. Jesus Shuttleworth, the God in the building, ringgameradio.com. Tonight, Monday Night Boxing. Let's get it. The world's still a op. Salute to all my Ring Game family out there. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's Conscious Pod, the West Coast Avengers, preparing for liftoff. Let's fly from Ring Game Radio. Let's go.
Yes, sir. You know, Conscious Pod stays elevated above the clouds. As always, yo, and King P will probably join us in a little bit, and Roman's probably hate watching the Bears losing to the Vikings right now, as you know, per usual performance. You know, nothing changed in there, yo. Shout out to all my Eagles fans out there. We up now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like I said when we did with the football podcast in the beginning of September or whatever. You know that the Eagles are up there. Like, but nah, like, the niggas didn't want to believe. But now you see the Eagles are damn near running the league now. We just need the Lions to fall one more fucking time, and the Vikings too, because they're too damn close. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all my Eagles right here. Fly, Eagles, fly. Well, yeah, this past weekend, there was a lot of fucking boxing. Not a lot of main boxing. And I think pretty much the one thing about the boxing this past weekend is there were a lot of A-side, quote-unquote, upsets. There was a lot of, Golden Boy had an upset. Matchroom had an upset. But the biggest fucking upset of it all happened on a top-ranked card of all things. And probably the most known fighter that fought this whole weekend. Because we're talking about one Jaime Munguia, who fucking thing is too is like, we just mentioned it in our last boxing podcast, and like it was just like, pretty much the thing with that one was Munguia is facing a guy that only has 4 KOs in 20 something fights. That was the thing, and that was actually it's a step down considering who he fought his last time out with Eric Bazinian, who's an actual like a contender.
Somebody we heard of. Yeah, we heard of Bazinian. Yeah. We've watched him. We haven't seen this Frenchman. This was a cherry gone bad. I mean, this was a cherry. This was a pure cherry. Like, they were like, hey, we want this fight in Tijuana, Mexico, and it's like, we're gonna.
And his record was respectable enough too to pull it off. Like,
he had 4 KO, and the thing is, he had 4 KOs of 26 wins. That's kind of like barely a 10% KO ratio. So it's like a safe bet, right?
It's a safe. It's a safe, but it's a competitive safe. Like it's like this guy shouldn't have the firepower to trouble you, but he might have another look to him. So it's not.
And he got dropped in the first round too. Yeah, I mean, Surace, he got dropped.
It's not like it shouldn't be a walk in the park, but it should be in a way. And
but the wild part was this dude had been fighting as a middleweight, so he was dragged up, to fight Munguia.
Damn, that's even worse. But this is the thing too. But you gotta look at this like. A lot of people are caught up in the 4 knockouts, the 4 stoppages in his career. Like, it's evident from when you watch the fight, the dude punches hard and he throws hard.
Yeah,
he was hurting Munguia. He was hurting Munguia a lot.
He was buzzing him, and they was buzzing each other. But you could tell, like, dude was in there, like, throwing hard shots. Like, he wasn't just like the record could fool you. His record made you think he would punch like Milanaji or somebody. But some of these guys, they just don't have the other attributes or the skill set to actually score stoppages, even though they hit hard. Some guys, they don't have the temperament, they don't have the work rate, or they don't know punch placement. They don't have all the little nuances to become a knockout puncher or to get more stoppages. So they might hit hard, but that's it. And this guy might be a guy who just hits hard, but he lacks all the other shit to get knockouts. But he hits hard, and sometimes those guys, they only going to get knockouts if they just surprise you or they land a perfect shot where they ain't got to do nothing else. And he landed the perfect shot on Munguia, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, and
despite the 4 KOs.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Because I mean, even when I looked at the odds on FanDuel, like Bruno Surace was his name, and the KO for him was plus 2,200. So if you're one of them cats that were like, you know what, I'm gonna put in this fuckery bet on Surace knocking out Munguia, and you have money to burn like that. Well, congratulations, you made an incredible return on your investment.
You tripled. You had to at least triple whatever you put down. Probably shit.
Yeah, but it's funny too. But honestly, I mean, because I didn't watch a lot because I was preoccupied. So it was afterwards, and when Munguia dropped him hard in that second round, I thought that shit was like, okay.
It was a hard left hook. That was a beautiful left hook he landed on and dropped him. I was like, oh shit, okay. It's gonna be a short night, and then it just kept being competitive. I was like, maybe it won't be a short. It's gonna be
dude wasn't like dude came in there. He didn't come in there just to get his check. Like he was there to like put belt to ass, like flip the ass. Like he was throwing hands.
Yeah, because most times, like this day and age, the element of surprise of boxing, like when a dude like that, because Munguia is somewhat a star, I'd say, going up against a jobber, it's like we know wash and repeat. Oh, he's gonna just KO him, After he killed him, after he knocked him on the second round, like okay, it's gonna be over soon, and that happens most times.
But this dude wasn't a complete jobber though. Like you don't get 24 wins or whatever and be a complete jobber. Like it's like. I think people looked at the record, they didn't look at the fighter.
Yeah.
And even though this ain't even bad matchmaking, this is just Munguia defensive lapses,
I felt after the knockdown in the second round, actually Munguia got a little more lazy and a little more like, I don't know, like
it did feel like he got hit more too after that.
Defense got like he was like almost like he was. I don't know. It didn't feel like he was selling out, but it was just like okay, I don't mind putting myself out there, see if I can get the finish later on. It came back to bite him.
Yeah. And you see some highlights of Surace. He kind of did that rope thing. He kind of like lulls him to the ropes. Kind of like how Crawford knocked down Spencer last time, in a sense, where he just like kind of lulls his opponent to the ropes so he can kind of get a shot on him.
Yeah, he was doing the damn what's that shit? The rope-a-dough, really? Because he was making Munguia miss some of those hooks, or the hooks weren't digging as deep. Like I ain't see nobody do the rope-a-dope in
it was a great game plan. Like, you could tell Surace came with the game plan, followed through with it, and it worked. That's what it was.
Like,
the game plan.
He put all that shit together. And when he caught Munguia, the punch, like Munguia, it's the little defensive lapses. That one split second. Yeah. He, like, Munguia has a habit of backing up with his hands down, like he's out of range. And he did that, and he had his left down a little bit, and he backed up, and he backed up on some regular shit. It wasn't like he backed up on some running shit, like on some Stevenson or Lara shit. Like, he didn't back up fast. It was, he put a combination together, and then he just backed up on some, like, all right, okay, like he's gonna look at his work.
Backing up with your hands down and your hands on.
Yeah. Because it's like, bro, and it's like, dude was chucking those right hands hard. He wasn't just like, he wasn't just throwing them to touch them. Like, he was putting his body behind them shit. So perfect. He got caught with the perfect shot. Like, wasn't no lucky punch. Perfect
spot. Right in the perfect, right on that jaw. You know what I'm saying?
The perfect spot. The perfect. It was a perfect punch. Perfect timing. Perfect placement. Just perfect.
Yeah. Highlight reel cross, and it dropped him. He dropped like a bag hard.
You can see like, obviously the whole thing to talk about Julio Chavez. Like, you can see him taking off his headphones, looking away. But if you look at his corner, the corner was even like, damn. Once they saw him fall, they're like, oh shit, get up. But they knew he might.
Because it was a clean. He didn't even. Like, the punch didn't even go through any gloves or anything. It just clean.
The way he dropped was just like almost like you're just emptying a sack of books out the backpack.
Like, fucking math homework. Fuck it. Like, science textbook, math textbook, literature. All the thick ass books fell out that book bag.
I used to hate that shit when you had to like go to school and have 5, 6, you had all to bring all your fucking books, all your books.
Honestly, you said it earlier, LB, and I was gonna make this point because honestly, this shit pisses me off. I'm tired of after every fucking upset when a fighter that's not supposed to loses an upset, it's all the first thing these fans run to and say, well, it's bad matchmaking. It's bad matchmaking. No, it's not fucking bad matchmaking.
You know they only do that when it's it's this.
Yeah, no, stop saying that bullshit. It's not bad fucking matchmaking.
Nah, whenever a black fighter gets upset, it's he was overhyped. Guess he wasn't as good as you niggas think he was.
It ain't no bad fucking matchmaking in this case.
Yeah.
In these cases, it's bad fucking boxing, bad fucking defense.
Basically. And it's not only just a bad defense, it's an accumulation of bad defense. Meaning, we talk about the whole, hey, you got that bright green health bar at the beginning of your fights. Munguia has been taking some hard punches from a wide assortment of C+ and B level fighters for years.
It catches up. I mean, I think we all felt like, okay, Munguia eventually would get cracked. Pause. I think we all felt that.
Yeah, but it's like it was bound to happen because the nigga ain't taking the type of big fights that you want him to take.
With that kind of defense, I mean,
one of these guys is going to crack him with something.
Yeah, that defense is always suspect, but I think we all expected eventually, but not by, again, the KO ratio, not like by a guy that had like a 10% KO ratio. That's the thing that was shocking, really.
Yeah, because Munguia has a chin, so he does. We didn't expect it like it's like a back of our head. I think we knew it was going to happen and it was going to be random, but we didn't think it'd just be a one like.
Not against a random person.
We've seen Munguia get hit harder than that. Or
Derevchenko rocked the shit out of him.
Derevchenko was knocking the shit out of him for
even Rosado buzzed him with a couple of hard ones. Like damn,
bro. I think in this case. I think in this case,
I thought he did. He did fight Gabriel Rosado.
But in this case, it was just the perfect, accurate placement. Perfect placement.
Yeah. This everything was perfect about it. Like everybody, like there's some dudes they're gonna get hit with everybody's good shot, but that don't mean you got hit with a perfect shot. Like perfect shots are perfect punches for anybody. That means if anybody lands that perfect shot, then more than likely you're going out.
That's like that counter shot in Fight Night that puts you out automatically.
But it's perfect. And the thing is, the way Munguia dropped. Let's be honest. You usually see a nigga drop like that from an uppercut.
Right.
You hardly ever see somebody get hit with one of those Terry Bogard right hands and a nigga just.
I mean, usually that's some Wilder shit.
That's some Wilder. Like, dude reacted like he got hit with fucking Adonis Stevenson right hand, left hand.
Yeah, either that or Randall Bailey's right hand.
Like he got blown away. Like he just he dropped hard. Like he fell off a goddamn scaffolding on a building or like a painter or something. Like this nigga, like I'm just watching the window. Ooh, wind like breeze. Like that nigga fell hard as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. That was like normally I don't. The Geese Howard shit is reserved for people who get knocked out the ring. But I ain't gonna lie, it felt like he fell from another ring and landed inside this ring.
Yeah.
Like that's how hard this nigga fell. So I'm just like, but yeah, just to back to the health bar. Munguia's probably had a yellow green health bar for a while.
And it's his fourth fight this year too. So I mean, it was his fourth fight. That's a lot of fights this year.
Dude, and remember, he got hit clean in all the motherfuckers.
Yeah, Derevchenko rocked him. Obviously, Canelo dropped him, quote unquote. They say Canelo carried him. Canelo said that. I don't know.
Canelo didn't fuck. Look, man, we don't watch boxing. Canelo did not carry Munguia. Munguia's work rate and just toughness got him through that fight. Because whenever Canelo tried to take breaks, Munguia would just keep coming and pause, keep throwing his combinations. Even though they're basic, it was still making Canelo have to work and be cognizant of what's happening.
There were times where it was just like, dude would Canelo hit him with a perfect placed uppercut, and then the motherfucker just backed up, and Munguia was clearly stunned. I'm like,
but
bro,
that's Canelo's own stamina that be hurting him. Canelo's not at the point where he could hurt you with one punch and just clean knock you out of there. He need to put a little extra. He's like, okay, make this even better.
Especially not 68. Especially not 68.
Especially, look, he's more like Pacquiao now at 147. Yeah, he could hurt you, but he don't have like that extra. He don't have an engine, and he never had an engine to really be knocking people out like that, like to go for it. Like Canelo can hurt you, but he can't follow it up no more. Mm-hmm. And he don't have the footwork to just get in front of you and bop you no more. Like he don't have that extra footwork. That's what I'm just saying. Like he hurt Munguia, but he didn't have that extra. Like, okay, let me just go and get him out of there. Because even when he tried to later on, Munguia would just weather the storm and come back, and he'd have to fight the man again. Like Canelo, man, like you can't believe everything this motherfucker say, yo. Like I'm sure he tried to knock out Ryder too.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely went again. He definitely went for it against. No more. He definitely went for it against Berlanga, and that's he could tell he tried.
He even tried with Berlanga, and that shit wasn't happening. And this is fucking Berlanga we're talking about.
Yeah, and Berlanga. To Canelo's defense, I mean, they are some relatively big dudes, naturally. So
no, we can't get because remember he knocked out Kovalev light heavyweight.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we can't give him that. No. It's like Canelo's you can't give him no more excuses.
Fair. But also, after that,
he beat up Callum Smith. That man ain't gonna do shit. He knocked out Plant. Look how big Plant is.
Plant's pretty big. Yeah, Plant's a pretty big dude. Yeah.
So yeah, he can't get all like it can't be. One thing is like he moved up. He carries his power. Then the next day it's. He's fighting big guys. Like, chill. Hey, salute Angie, baby. What it do?
Salute Angie.
But he remember
something good for the Monday night.
Yeah. But remember after that Canelo fight, he fought Bazinian, and he was getting cracked in that fight. If you remember, he was obviously he's hittable.
Yeah. Exactly. It's honestly, it was only a matter of time with Munguia, and instead of getting him into big fights and speeding up the process for his decline, they spread it out through a bunch of wide assortment of C level and B level guys.
Right. We're still putting hands on them.
Putting hands on them.
Yeah, I don't know. He went through a road grader of C fighters. Like,
I mean, one I had to apologize infamously on because he gave an outstanding effort. I had to get Jobber Kelly. I had to he's not Jobber Kelly.
Remember, this is Munguia. Like, and there's been times where Munguia looked like he was like looking good. Then there's sometimes he looked like he was spoiling. Then there's times he looked like he's peaking. Looked like his jab was getting better. It looked like his defense was getting more sound. But it's like he wasted all these good momentum moments. Like,
right.
So it's like it never amounted to anything. So he was still taking punches from these people. Like this isn't like like Ricky Hatton barreling through a bunch of guys before he got to Zoo and everyone.
Munguia started as
punishment with these fights.
Remember, he started at super welterweight, 154. He came up as the creeper pause, like for they set up what's his name
all the way from there.
But I'm saying that he's a big dude. He was a big dude. That they set up Saddam Ali, but he started at 154. At the end of the day, that's where he got his belt, 154.
Yeah.
So
I know
he was always a big 154 dude too.
Yeah, I know Saddam Ali was probably smiling at watching him get knocked out.
they did him dirty. Was that HBO? Was that HBO, man?
Yeah, it was on HBO. Yeah, they did him dirty.
They did him super fucking.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let him fight Triple G, so it was like, yeah, we'll let you fight, a blown up 154 welterweight.
A random big ass.
Let him fight Triple G.
A random big ass Mexican dude that most never heard of, but we've been priming him to get a belt.
You see how he's too small and inexperienced from Golovkin. Then they threw his big ass in there with Saddam Ali. and Ali looked like he had to fight a damn super middleweight.
Yeah, he low key, he high key ruined Ali too, because Ali was never the same after that damn fight. Like,
so it's like, damn, like the way this shit worked, like they didn't want him to get ruined, so they made him ruin somebody else.
Yeah,
I think they were trying to make Berlanga plant, because 168, whether you like it or not, all Canelo's leftovers and everything included, even like a Jamal Charlo, there's names at 168. There was big fights there, so now it's like, damn, you need to have two. You gotta actually fight two cans now or something to get back right. I don't know.
There's a rematch clause.
There's a rematch clause, which is fucking annoying.
There's a rematch clause for this shit.
That's so fucking stupid.
For fucking everything.
I mean, but truthfully, he probably does need to run this back because he was winning the fight. He was getting hurt, but he was winning the fight before.
If I was Surace, I'd somehow say, "Fuck that! I'm not running it back with you, dog." I mean, somehow, some way. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Oh, he was winning until he wasn't.
Yeah. I don't mind the rematch. Like this definitely deserves a run back. It was a good fight before.
It was a good fight. It was a real good fight
before it was over.
Yeah,
I don't mind. Like, and Munguia is at this point in his career where he's a big enough name where it's like, you should, and I would have a rematch if I'm at his level where I know I'm just fighting any damn body. I'd have a rematch clause too. Fuck it.
It's probably a nice payday, but I do wonder if his chin. We'll see. I wonder if his chin's compromised. Now we'll see. Because he's 28, but he's kind of an old 28. 28 is not the same for everybody.
All those meaningless fucking fights where he's taking punishment from
with all them wasted fights. All them filler ass fights.
I mean, come on, because remember he at 160.
King P, they weren't even really filler fights because filler fights are like those Leo Santa Cruz fights where Leo Santa Cruz. Don't get me wrong, Leo Santa Cruz would have a few of those filler fights turn out to be life and death. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, he dominated those filler fights.
But at 160,
Munguia never really dominated his filler fights. Munguia would go life and death with every other filler fight. Sometimes, they would be over in like 6 or 7 rounds. But nigga, he still went hard, fucking 5, 6, 7 rounds.
But he had the most meaningless one. To me, I love the original Glory divisions. The 160 run was so meaningless. Like he went through 160 and not one memorable fight. You know what I'm saying? Really, it felt like not even one.
So with Torino Johnson,
Terran Johnson, and like the nigga's cheek. The cheek was ripped off, right? Wasn't that nigga's cheek ripped off his face? Torran Johnson.
But like I said, there was just too many. Even the other NOA that gets mentioned.
The other NOA was putting hands on him.
Is there anybody that don't ever put hands on him in a fight?
The one African nigga he fought, I think, before or after, put hands on him too.
Yeah.
Dennis Hogan got robbed and put hands on him.
Hogan got robbed.
Beefy put hands on him.
I think the one you could argue is probably the one Jamal struggled with, Montiel, maybe, because he bought some Montiel out.
Oh yeah, he put Montiel away.
That's the only one I could think of where it was like, okay, he didn't get no damage really in that fight because that was early in the shit. But for the most part, he's always gonna go through some kind of fucking war and unnecessary shots.
Yeah, and
that's why he can't have all the. See, they did his career a disservice because he had too many meaningless filler fights where he took too much punishment in these filler fights. He wasn't like somebody who just getting rid of these niggas or outboxing them, shutting them out where he barely get hit. Like, no. Like, he's taking too much punishment. Like, he's having Oscar Valdez type fights without the names.
Yeah. And I know Berlanga was pissed talking about, damn, Munguia dropped the bag. Yeah. Well, and then Plant is like, nah, he just simplified some shit. What the fuck you talking about? Like, he just so he was like, yeah, because
I don't think Plant wanted to fight Munguia like that. I know he was happy because he seemed like he'd rather go to rehab and fight Jamal Charlo.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I know Berlanga won because, Berlanga, the whole Puerto Rican Mexican angle, like Berlanga wanted that shit, and for whatever reason.
It would have been a good fight. But now the whole, he trying to fight Rosado, I'm just like, Puerto Rican.
It's kind of funny though. See
I thought Rosado retired. The fuck.
No. Rosado on that 3 years. on that Golden Boy card, Rosado kind of inferred he's going to take the Puerto Rico date because Eddie got some Puerto Rican dates to burn. Him and Berlanga is probably going to happen in March or early 2025.
That's just a whole. That's a whole
brother.
Yeah, that's
horrible fight. Like
what the fuck?
Yeah, but I mean, there's been some rumblings of that, but now it seems like I just saw the first time I saw Rosado actually kind of somewhat confirming it, saying yeah, it's in talks type of thing. So,
dude, if it's too bad to be true, it's true.
Yeah,
no, I said too bad to be true, not too good. This is just so awful. You know it's gonna happen.
Puerto Rico, and Eddie has those dates he got to burn. It's like, unfortunately, makes sense. Unfortunately, it does make sense.
Well, I hope actual Puerto Ricans show up to this shit. I hope some actual people, if there's going to be in the same spot that Hitch's Arrow fight was at.
And meanwhile, I hope Surace, takes Munguia to fucking France now, and it kicks him out of Tijuana because like. It's like, hey, if you want me to fight? Yeah, we're gonna fight in Paris, France, near the Eiffel Tower and shit like that. Like,
but shows out to let him.
I love how that Mexico getting dominated by the UK pipeline extended to France now.
Because like that first that shit was just UK with Russia. And
y'all saw all the Munguia. You saw the Munguia beats plan and Charlo and all these takes right nonstop. that was funny.
No, it's like he didn't spoil on the vine. He just wasted his time. Like they fucked up his career, bro. Like, and I think Munguia was complacent in it. Like. Yeah. He just went along with it.
Well, he got paid good. I'm sure the Canelo payday was great. He got paid.
Munguia was getting paid throughout his whole career. That's the whole point. It just, you could have been making even more money and still getting the same level of punishment.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just why, like, at least with Derevyanchenko, he took world-class punishment, but he got world-class money, and he don't have 30 gazillion fights where he just wasting his fucking time.
Right.
You could say now he's somebody where me and Pat be like, damn, they could have like treated him like he A-side and give him a few fights he could win, but fuck it, it didn't work out that way. But at least he got paid and he was up there. He could say he fought the best. Munguia can't say he fought the best and he got knocked out.
Yeah, and it's a shame too. I mean, the only good thing is that at least Canelo was the one who took his zero rather than Surace.
It'd be Surace, yeah. I mean, it's something we're all shitting on Munguia. Munguia to me was always a fun fighter to watch. That's one guy. His fights, it's going to be entertaining, but it is what it is. His defense is lacking, and eventually.
I like Munguia as a fighter to watch him. He good, like you said, like he entertaining. Defense, hit or miss. He got power. He resilient, tough, throw punches, but.
But yeah, that knockout gave me the same feeling when I watched fucking Kirkland get knocked out by Ishida in one fucking round. Like that,
Golden Boy.
Yeah,
it's always a Golden Boy. and what? Golden Boy. What else? Kirkland was like fighting 3-4 times that year. Like
yeah, because I think he just got out of jail, whatever the fuck he was doing. Like and they were trying to bring it,
and they was streamlining them. There was like fights every fucking 3 weeks or some shit.
Yeah, that was like a prelim type of fight too. It wasn't even like on the main card. Like it was just like
it was on some fucking was it on like it was some was it on like Golden Boy? It was like on some bull. It wasn't even HBO, was it?
It was HBO, but it was like
a prelim. Okay, because the other fights he had were like on Boxe Oro or some shit like the local shit.
It was deep. It was because the main event was Maidana versus Eric Morales.
Oh yeah. Another horrible fight that shouldn't have been.
I do wonder if Oscar. Because you know how he was with Oscar and he said when the Top Rank. I wonder if the Oscar thing, like he was done with Golden Boy, obviously, because he was fighting on Top Rank for but.
No, he was. He's been done with. He's been done with Oscar.
He was completely done with him. It wasn't like a leasing thing. He was done. He was done with him. Okay.
No, he was done with them. Yeah, Top Rank and Zanfer Promotions were the ones were handling Munguia. But now Oscar's probably gonna get the last laugh because now Top Rank has to actually try to rebuild him, and they don't even know if dude is now like his health bar is even gonna be fully green. It's not fully green anymore. It's
because they were trying to make it. They're trying to make it Billy versus Munguia. That was probably the plan for them to make him and Billy versus Munguia eventually.
Should have just waited to that. You already fought 3 times. You notice when these niggas fight 4 times, it's the 4th fight they really just lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, chill. Hey, what up, Lord Freezer? Shuttleworth, salute. Good stream. Keep grinding. Get them subs. Salute. Yeah, of course. Always support you. Okay, salutes. We appreciate that. Munguia took a big L in that fight, though. Hell yeah, that's one of the worst L's this year. Like, honestly,
it's the biggest upset this year by far. There's no other fight.
There's no other upset I can even think of. Really, honestly, there's no other upset I can think of off top.
Yeah, like this is a bad, like a 1-punch knockout in a competitive fight that you were winning by a guy who doesn't have a KO record. Like,
it was a cherry gone bad. It was the worst possible. Yeah. It'll be interesting. I mean, how much time he takes off. He's been eating well. I know he's got a wife and everything, kids now. So it'll be interesting to see if how he bounces back, because he can never be the same. Maybe.
I mean, he just want to fight the same level of ops he been fighting or worse. Like, what big if this threw you off through your trajectory off the fight in Billy, then what are we doing here, bro? Like, he could honestly fight in Billy right after this fight if he want. Like, bro, like these guys aren't that good.
I know he's gonna fight in Billy. I know he's gonna fight in Billy.
And now that his chin was cracked, he's gonna be getting fucked up even more. Because you know how this show. Well, once that floppy disk breaks, it breaks the fuck game.
That shit never puts back the same. Like it's like it never works again. To say that shit might skip on a song or some shit, or organ trail don't load up correctly.
Yeah,
you supposed to have a family of 5. You got a family of 7 now.
Yeah. So you young fighters out there, man. Like I said though. Sometimes it's cool to to not take punishment fully. Like, you can roll with a punch, you can block much, you can duck, you can parry, you can do all these wonderful things so you don't get less head trauma. And
honestly, he could have jabbed when he moved back. That would have disrupted that whole right hand and would have blocked some of it.
Right. But but my gears look like it's gonna be like, accumulated punishment at a young age, like, and we've talked about other young fighters that take too much punishment too. We said the same thing, like, it's cool. It's sometimes you don't have to take punishment full force. Like,
I would say maybe the Silva, trying to think of like maybe the Silva KO would have took the cake until now. The Silva get knocked out by Body.
Silva got knocked out by an actual puncher.
An actual puncher. Body got like a 90% kill ratio.
Yeah, Body can punch.
Body can punch. Even though he struggled.
Same thing with Zoo. Like, all these niggas is getting knocked out.
But the Zoo one was kind of another upset. Damn, we should. That would have been a good pull. Pause. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you can't be knocked out by a guy that only has 4 KOs. Like, you get
and by 1 punch.
Yeah,
he was eating like combos with his bad defense.
Zoo was eating some fucking some crazy ass combos.
Horrible type shots, but Munguia just got flat out ultra hit. Like,
this would be like, this is like if fucking Diaz would have gotten knocked out by Paulie Malignaggi. Like, bro. Like,
not just wobble that one time.
Yeah, bro. Like,
this would have been about, you're right. That's a good comparison. Yeah, this would have been like if Diaz would have been knocked out by Malignaggi. You'd have been like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I'll never forget Diaz doing a silly dance. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this nigga hurt. And then Paulie's just like, oh shit, I heard him.
You see his eyes, he's like, oh shit, like,
and he started.
You had to run to get this dude, like. Like, oh shit, he stumbles back. Oh, hey, what up, Android? Salute. Parrying is such a lost art.
Yeah, of course it is. Like,
which is crazy because it's an essential skill. Yeah, it is an essential skill. But
they probably don't put in in a video game. Back in the day, Fight Night, they'd have parrying as a combo. As a button. They probably wouldn't have that in the video game. They wouldn't even have parrying.
They don't have clinch. I doubt they'd have parry. Like, we losing recipes.
Yeah, I mean, probably the only fighter, last fight I've seen really parried like that was Andre Ward. Like,
Andre Ward parried a lot. I give you that.
Yeah,
Roman Gonzalez parries too.
Well, he did prior to some of the wars he started getting into, where he started getting his, he started getting tore up in these.
But at least it's in his toolbox though. Like not everybody gonna make you take it out. Like Ward did a lot of shit to keep from throwing punches. So of course he. Just
the way you said that, I'm like in my back of my head, I was like, the way he said that, like I know that's not a plus in you when you're saying it like that.
Nah, he did it because we watch boxing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that bullshit Ward used to do, but he's a great fighter.
Yeah, but I mean, he put on a Perry clinic with Spence.
Yeah, Bud Perry's as well. Yeah, that's true.
But it is a lost art for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a lost art.
And look at the ranges of names we had to go through, to come up with 3 people. Like half them niggas retired only at the point where they fight once a year.
Yeah, most of the defense is either it's minimalist or they move a lot. Or luckily, at least the bad shoulder rolls are kind of going away.
I mean, say what you will, but a guy like Berlanga, his defense to me has always been a little bit much more responsible than fucking Munguia. I'm just saying, there's certain guys, plant good. I'm just compared to Munguia. Munguia.
I think Bivol had some decent parries at times.
You're right. Yeah, Bivol does. You're right.
Not recently, but he has. I've seen it.
Yeah, no.
He knows it's in his toolbox though. Some of these niggas, they toolbox is fucking empty. They got
in a way, the top level guys. You see them doing a little bit of some parry.
The top parries as much as he could.
Who? My fault. Who Pat?
Monster. I don't think he parries as much as
No, but I've seen him do it when he.
Who throwing the top of fire at Monster to make him parry?
Yeah.
I ain't see Inoue parry. You had to go into maybe his 10th, 11th, 12th fights type shit. You had to go when he was on the damn Roman Gonzalez undercards, bro. But he has it. He has a toolbox. He could damn put one hand down and outbox you on some Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard shit. Yeah, I've seen him do it, but he ain't gonna do it that often now.
But like I said, it's not a lot of fighters throw heat at him back. You have your Donays and your Neres, but
also I don't think he
wasn't parrying them cats at all.
Also, I don't think he had the best parry. I'm not saying his parry was one of the best, but a lot of fighters don't parry. Frank Martin would actually parry at times. I've seen him actually try to parry punches and shit like that. But he does it he has that weird that southpaw parry type, which is I don't know, their southpaw parries are a little weirder, a little awkwarder than regular parry. I don't know.
I mean, I see what you're coming from, yeah. Because it's the movement, it's the angle. Damn, PJ needed to be here to help explain that. Fuck. Inoue's bag of skills is deep. Fuck yeah, shit. I feel if you didn't see his whole career play out, you missed out on a lot of nuances Inoue has. You wouldn't know if you just caught Inoue from the last 5 or 6 fights. Elite Hall of Fame, one of those. Yeah, that's facts.
Easy. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Munguia now, and I know a lot of people were kind of blaming because he went back to Eric Morales and dumped Freddie. And and it's
Morales had him looking good though.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand it. Morales was 10 times the fighter that Freddie Roach was, maybe even 20 times the fighter.
About 25.
God damn.
Yeah. Well, the problem is you can't keep going back and forth between trainers and then with 2 completely different game plans. It's it throws you off.
Yeah. Yeah, because you started with he was with Roach initially, then Morales came and joined him. Then Morales took over. He went to Roach, and then he went back to Morales.
Yeah, I mean Roach you go to if you want your offense to to really kick in high powered offense, you go to Roach. If you want your offense to to kick in, but you want to be defensively responsible, that's Morales. That's where Morales comes in.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but I saw a lot of people saying that. He went back. They were blaming Morales for it. I was like, you can't really. I mean,
dude, remember when Munguia was starting to fuck up? Morales had this nigga looking good, and that's when all of us was like, "Yo, okay, honestly,
he's probably speaking in Spanish. He's probably speaking in.
The thing is, Munguia wasted that moment when Morales had him looking good for several fights.
Mm-hmm.
He blew it. Then he went and had other several fights. Went back to Rhodes. He just fucking blew it. That's all it was. Like when he was on a good momentum with Morales, he never stepped up then when he should have.
Well,
Right.
The thing is, I thought at one point, like in his first stint with Morales, I thought there was a point where he was kind of stagnant. So I was okay when he went to Roach, because it gave him like a different look, a fresh painted coat. But like then it was like, okay, he went back, and it's like I don't like the switching on and off, because
he would be stagnant everywhere he would go because they would do the same fucking list of opponents. It's like, dude, you either gotta break the fucking cycle and go for that fucking elite guy, or you're just gonna you're gonna look good until you look mid with this nigga. Then you're gonna go to this nigga and look good until you look mid with this nigga.
No, I hear you, but the thing is, like, okay, if you're just gonna be fighting the same round robin of mid-off fighters, I would I'm expecting
Stay one place.
Yeah, I'm expecting you to just flatline and just a lateral, not fucking go down. Like it was like his shit was dropping. I'm like, bro, you're not even.
That's the
fighting
point. It was like his shit was just so fucking hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Bazinian, I understand after the Canelo fight going for Bazinian, but like you went lower on paper. You went lower than Bazinian after Bazinian. You should have not went lower, of an opponent on paper.
Especially if you had the Billy fight, but no, it's not even no. Because then now we're blaming matchmaking. He should have kicked this guy's ass. That's what it is.
Facts.
Fuck all this damn went lower. Yeah, dude, he's been going up. Look, the man had been damn hovering at C+ and B level fighters his whole career.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you're being generous by saying B level fighters. I'm just
maybe B. Okay, because I look at it like this.
He did fight Canelo.
Derevyanchenko is a B level guy, whereas a guy like Spike or Garas or these guys are like C level.
No, Derevyanchenko, a B-level guy in his prime. He was not in his prime.
All I know is this: if we give an overall report card or grade on Derevyanchenko as skill level, career, whatever, yeah, I know we're prime, but my whole thing is this: Derevyanchenko is a B-level fighter, but he gave a B-level performance that night when he fucking fought Munguia.
Probably get almost an A too.
But yeah, I think that's probably an A-level performance. Remember, it was a fight of the year. Remember, we didn't think much of fucking Derevyanchenko going into that fight.
No, not at all.
So he may not have been in his prime, but goddamn it, that night he was in his prime.
Yeah, basically the
Munguia made him look like
he was. Remember, like they were supposed to feed him. He was supposed to get killed, and after maybe Billy can do the job, and he still didn't get killed by Billy. It's like, damn, this nigga will not get knocked out.
Well, Billy not getting him out of there is a Billy's fault because Derevyanchenko was injured. Everything about and Billy was just incompetent that night.
These niggas just ain't that good.
Yeah.
No, honestly, if they fought now, I would not favor Munguia over Billy, and I'm not high on Billy.
Yeah.
Well, we know now for sure.
I mean, who the fuck? I mean, would you even favor Munguia over Berlanga? At this point,
a lot of people did. No. Now I don't want to do this because a lot of people pick Munguia.
Let's not go crazy.
Wait, one at a time.
Let's not go crazy now. Let's not go crazy. Yeah, I would.
Okay. So you would favor Munguia or that's 50-50?
No, I would favor Munguia over Berlanga.
I would favor Munguia too. A lot of people did.
At this point, it's 50-50 for me right now.
Now, know what we know now, but like a few, like before Saturday.
No, I'm not talking about before. Yeah, all of us was in agreement Munguia should beat his ass. Right now, that might be 50-50.
Bro, at this point, Shane Mosley Jr. would give Munguia a better fight than Berlanga.
And honestly, that fight could. I wish the fight.
That's not a bad fight for either one of them niggas. Bro, like, hold on, wait. That's just good matchmaking, bro. Hold on.
Yes.
If you're gonna have me laugh for real, you gotta give me a better joke, like.
I mean, they were on Golden.
He's earned that payday too. Like,
I'm being serious. I'm being serious, bro. I'm not joking.
I go with that fight too.
I don't have no problem with that fight, and Shane Jr. could probably beat both of them.
Yeah.
He never got his chance for that. He should be fighting Vic the Bully because they're on Golden Boy. Like something should happen with Shane. He's son of a legend. I mean, come on, like give him some name.
Yeah, that shit Shane was saying on Vlad with the whole like Golden Boy, is sitting on his son, like sitting on him through his son with the promotion. I could understand because it's like, damn, bro, like
I didn't put those vibes with
he getting title shots, none of that.
I saw him on Cat Mesa. It's what it is a few months ago, and I got him. He kind of like threw it subliminally, like
yeah.
Like
I'm gonna be honest. The managing of Mosley's son kind of feels personal. Kind of feels like on some pain.
Yeah, okay. I know I ain't crazy then. Okay. Like they really gotta like they're like, yeah, we don't like your daddy. I'm surprised they didn't feed this nigga to the Sharks, literally. But I guess they'd we'd have to give him a payday if that was the case. Fuck it. Just have him fight some C-level guys, and if the fight's close enough, rob him. Quickly. Because, that shit look personal, bro. But, yeah, Munguia, he definitely got to go back to the drawing board, tighten up some things. But he just honestly he wasted because at least
last question on it. Would you have him stick with Morales? Because he's probably going to blame it on Morales.
My God, please do not have him change trainers no more.
Yeah,
just live or die with who you with. Like grass ain't always greener. You gotta water that. The gym ain't always cleaner, nigga. You gotta damn bob and weave whatever gym you in, motherfucker. Like you gotta practice defense no matter who training you. Like.
Right.
Like he just kind of just wasted his career. Like at least with Leo Santa Cruz, he got a belt, bigger fights. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but goddamn, bro, like Munguia just ain't. Like, damn, bro, like you don't even have a Zerto career.
Facts.
Like really, like when you talk about Munguia, you talk about a dude who really could have had more names. Like I feel like he just underachieved. Like you fought like a gazillion fights just for this Canelo fight, and then you get your ass knocked out the second fight afterward.
Like this dude should have had a middleweight title of some sort. He should have actually, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like he could have been a middleweight champion at least. But like I said, I mean they put the cuffs on his career, and now that they're kind of off, now you're seeing now you're seeing what's happening. It's a problem.
The cuff's still on, bro.
Yeah,
it's just that he ain't built like that. Like some niggas ain't built for these gazillion fights. Munguia was supposed to be a guy with 25 fights, 26, maybe 30 fights, and sprinkled with some good career-defining fights. Instead, he has how many fights this nigga got? 40 fights?
Give or take, yeah.
And then it's you only sprinkle with maybe 2 world-class B+ A-level guys. That's Derevyanchenko and Canelo.
Yeah.
It's that ain't really a good look. Bro, you never had a dominating part in your career.
Yeah. And
Hogan. But damn, it's you got your ass whipped to win life or death more than you won.
Mm-hmm.
Is Gabe Rosado gonna be your career best win?
Well,
I mean, he did beat Derevyanchenko, but damn, bro,
and I forgot he part
that version of Derevyanchenko.
Did he stop Rosado, or did that go to the cards?
That went to the distance, and remember, they was talking about running that back.
Oh yeah,
because that was a competitive fight. Liam Smith was a competitive fight. Derevyanchenko, he barely beat Derevyanchenko. That was.
That's just kind of crazy. All of the fucking Munguia fights at 160 and early 168 was all a blur to me. I can't remember none of them.
Dude, it was nigga. Munguia is that album that it had two producers on it, but they both gave you the same fucking sound with maybe a little alteration in it, and they gave you 20 songs in a row, with no possible change-ups. That's Munguia's career. That's why you don't remember that.
Basically, he got the recyclables for Just Blaze and the Heat Makers. The recyclables.
Yeah, he got the leftover fucking Pharrell beats. He got the Philly Most Wanted beats. We got on the touching spade beat like nigga like that's Pilot. You don't remember songs 5 through 10 because they sounded like 1 through 4. You don't remember songs 11 through fucking 17 because they sound like 1 through 10. Like that, you don't remember these Munguia fights because the 154 performances look the same as the 160 and 168 performances.
Facts.
Only a few fights stand out because of the name or the ass whooping involved. Mm-hmm. We had to tell you, we had to name the niggas because you up here like, all I could just remember is Munguia getting caught when he's not supposed to.
Yeah, I mean the Tyrion because of the cheek. Pause. The cheek rip. That's all I can really remember. Yeah. and the Hogan gift. You know what I'm saying?
The Hogan gift. Like damn. But ain't much else to say, man. Shit. What else happened? Like,
I mean, now and just touch upon it. I mean, shout out to, of course. I mean, there's a couple people that. I mean, shout out to Charles Conwell, of course. You know, like Charles Conwell is a problem, and he needs a big fight. He's long overdue for a huge fight at 154. Like, you know, like dude is an absolute problem. And shout out to Curiel and Roca also too for. Oh, pretty much. It was a brutal. I mean, it was a pretty brutal fight.
It was probably I mean, maybe Boots carrying. It was one of the better welterweight fights this year. You know, 147 fights. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call it a fight of the year, you can because it did have a mean ebb and flow.
Yes, I'm gonna have to go and see that. All right.
Yeah, no, it was really a really good fight.
It was definitely a draw. I mean, it was an epitome. I thought Curiel would zap him, but he never fought a southpaw before, so it's like you could tell a little bit. Because Rocco was boxing, but you know, Rocco gets drawn into it. But it was a really good fight. Yeah, it was like I think round 10. I might have tweeted off the count. Round 10 was like one of the best rounds this year. I felt like it was pretty lit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's a full. That fight's a full recommendation. You know, you could absolutely. That's a fight to watch. You know, and then also too, if you're morbidly curious to see what Dillian White looks like after being, you know, after his PED suspension is done. Yeah, let's just say it was one of them CTE type of bouts. Like no,
did he win?
Oh, he won. Yeah, because dude didn't want to take any more punches after 7 rounds. Like
he stopped this African dude, right? The big African Tete. What was his name?
Yeah, there were no knockdowns. At least yeah. It was a couple of them were either they were slugging, and then what I think Dillian White went down from exhausted and had to get his to fight.
I think a young ass Dubois dropped Tete like in the first 30 seconds. Shit like this. Crazy.
Yeah, no, Dillian White. I think he's trying to make one more run because he knows his time is almost up. Like, you know,
run where?
Another Chisora fight. Like, another Chisora fight.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
At this point, Chisora might even beat him.
I wouldn't be. It wouldn't surprise me either.
And then he got like 2 fights already. What sick fuck? Well, never mind.
Yeah, why? What's one more?
I know, right? Let me shut up.
Yeah, it's even Jerome.
These niggas heard that Ring Gang won another Chisora White fight. Yeah,
he beat Parker. Not Parker.
One was a fight, one was a brutal knockout. So
he beat. He draw Joyce and clearly beat Joe Joyce. That's kind of crazy to think about. He beat Joe Joyce in 2024.
Yeah, no,
that is crazy.
Yeah, that's the fight. I don't. Yeah.
Chisora's always going to get a win or a performance that's just going to keep him around longer than he should be.
And he's got the fan base where, like, justifies it because you see the crowds. They love him for some reason.
That's the problem, bro. All he has to do is look not as bad, or somebody just had to suck more than he was supposed to suck. Pause. And somehow he wins, and he has a cheeseburger backstage, and they're talking about 15 more fights for this nigga.
And unfortunately, some of these fighters can't put him to sleep for some reason. I don't know why.
Yes, so it's like, oh, damn, like a nigga like Chisora wouldn't have lasted this long in the damn 90s or early 2000s or in the 80s.
No, I'm not glad. Heavyweight division, it's not that bad, but we gotta talk about how it's kind of like it's not that good either.
Too many niggas was trying to make a point when they fought back in the day. Like a David Tua cleans him up. Tyson cleans it. It's like too many niggas clean this dude up.
I pick Ike Ibuchi, Riddick Bowe, both. I mean, obviously Riddick Bowe, but I'm saying I pick Ike both almost these niggas. But yeah, it's
I mean, this nigga like the cokeheads from the 80s will mop this nigga up. He'd be around this long.
I mean, David Hay mopped him up. So it's like, you know, and that was when David Hay was still prime. Like, you know, like,
I love that whole fight and that damn he let on combos. The build up for that shit was legendary. Like,
yeah. And Hay beat the living shit out of him. So it's like
this nigga with so many combinations, like you don't see a heavyweight throw them damn combos like that.
Hell no, not in this day and age. But there was, like I said, there was a lot of boxing, a lot of upsets, but that was the biggest upset of Munguia.